So once we've decided that e-learning is a good idea, the next question is, how do we go about building it? A quick online search will show you that there are many rapid e-learning authoring tools available on the web that have made programming work easier and cheaper than ever to do. But it is still work that has to be done. The choice often breaks down to in-house development by staff or in-house development by students, off-the-shelf products, or getting it outsourced. An e-learning authoring tool is just that. It's a tool. It's not a magic wand that allows someone to build an effective course in the same way that only Microsoft Word doesn't magically write the essay for you. If it's used well, then PowerPoint is all you really need to create some engaging e-learning, and we'll link to a book below that has some great ideas for how to do this. But the quality of the end product is only as good as its parts. Talent and skill do matter here. To create e-learning modules, the author will need a basic competence of working with images, photographs, media, and other graphics. You'll need to be able to track usage, record progress, and other test results. At a slightly higher level, you may need to be able to record, capture, and edit video for inclusion in the modules, and perhaps the skill of working with more sophisticated applications such as Adobe Photoshop or Dreamweaver. If the work gets outsourced to web developers, remember they're not teachers. And for the most part, neither web designers nor teachers are e-learning experts. Building in-house may initially be cheaper, but expensive in terms of staff time and quality. Don't be put off building your own solutions, but be realistic about sharing the load. Teachers working in teams can write an outline of the content, and web developers can create the e-learning modules in collaboration. Plus, if you target your efforts on generic modules that can be offered to large numbers of learners rather than a specialist module only applicable to a few, that will give you maximum bang for your buck. Here are some examples of things you could do. You could create a study module about how to research, cite, and reference work that can be undertaken by all Level 3 learners or HE learners. You could create a BTEC module about where to find assessment criteria, how to interpret keywords such as describe, analyse, explain. You could make some e-tutorial modules about finance, CV writing, volunteering, interview schools, or the Wheel of Change, anything that's really applicable to a multitude of courses. Are you ready for Generation Z? This is the cohort of people that were born after the year 2000. You should be ready, because if you teach in the FE section, they're going to be in your classrooms from next September onwards. Have a look at the table on the screen to see what makes these students quite unique. 95% have the internet at home. This is the generation that will ask Google first, its parents second, teachers third, and friends last. 85% of them conduct all of their research online, and 8 out of 10 of them are on social media. This is the first generation to have ever grown up with really powerful mobile devices, and the figures are astounding. There are currently 1.4 million different apps in the Apple App Store, and 128,825 of those are educational related, with a similar number for Android devices. And to put this into context for big business, on New Year's Day 2015, $500 million was spent on Apple apps. It's the single highest day of trading ever. Conducting a digital survey of competent levels across Microsoft Office or Apple equivalents should be part of any college induction course. This survey could be a measurement of suitable technical device ownership and portability. Generation Z may be very knowledgeable about handling social media, but they're probably far less confident in using a spreadsheet. Encouraging bring your own devices is the fastest way for a cash-poor college to respond to technology-enabled learning, provided you have a fully Wi-Fi enabled campus with no dead spots, and the appropriate methods for these people to connect their devices to your own internal printers. Of course, you need to place some clusters of computers around the college and a few in every classroom for those without their own devices, or better still, set up a leasing or lending facility. Virtual learning environments need to adopt a clear pathway structure to avoid the clutter of random folders. With thousands of apps to choose from, colleges need to specify the key learning apps to download. These apps need to be categorised in folders that make the learning as easy as possible. Maybe start with reference apps, then books, periodicals, videos, media, website, learning tools, functional skills, employability skills. All of these need to work in conjunction with each other, and they all have to be organised so that the students can find them and access them as easily as possible.